Okay, so this is the exact marketing dashboard we built on Lovable with 2 prompts to display all of your data from any data source. That can be TikTok, LinkedIn, Google Ads, GA4, Google Analytics, whatever you want. We can build it on the dashboard completely custom, and we're going to show you how to do it in this video. Okay, so let's jump into how we're actually going to get this built. And first things first, I want you to head over and get this document. This is all of the prompts that we're going to be using to actually create this. And yeah, you can find it in our school community for completely free. Go ahead, download it. It's going to make this process super, super simple. You can just copy and paste these prompts and we're going to build a dashboard. For the sake of examples here, I'm going to build quite a simple dashboard connected to and displaying data from Google Ads, but you could do it for LinkedIn, you could do it for TikTok, you can do it for pretty much anything you need. We're not going to be using Supabase. This is purely kind of front end. We've got a really, really simple way to work this out. This should take, if we do correctly, 2 or 3 prompts. So let's get going. The tools we need for this are firstly this template here. Next is Windsor, and then we've got Lovable. We'll also open up Claude. And yeah, that should be everything we need for now. Essentially, what we're going to try to do here is use this tool called Windsor, which is going to pull data from our data source. And as you can see here, there's all sorts of different data sources we can use. And then we're going to put it into a Google Sheet. We're then going to basically take the API for that Google Sheet, give it to Lovable, and let Lovable do the rest of the work. So head over to windsor.ai, it's in the description. You can click there, create an account, and then we can select our data source. So example here, I'm going to be using Google Ads. Really, really simple connection. You just go select your correct ad account and then go ahead and sign in with Google. Okay, so a few things we want to look at here once we've added the data source is the filters. So date range, I'm just going to do as the past 30 days. You can do however much data you want to build into the dashboard. And the other important thing is fields. So I guess the question we want to ask here is what KPIs do you actually want to display on the dashboard? As an example here, I'll just list some KPIs from Google Ads and make sure that we're pulling across those fields. So things like CTR, CPC, conversion rate, these are all really important things, impressions. Okay, so I've pulled through a few extra fields here, like impressions, spend, cost, whatever. So make sure all the fields that you need are selected there. And then for data destinations, we're going to go ahead and click on Google Sheets. So you're going to click add a destination task, and it's going to link you through again to your Google account. So I'm going to go ahead and find the Google Sheet I created for this, which is here. Select that. Just use sheet 1. The schedule is basically how frequently this data is going to be pulled across. And this should be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. And then it's going to be uploading all of this data that's pulled out of Google Drive and putting it in, Google Ads, and putting it into Google Sheets. Okay, so we've now got all our data in Google Sheets, and the next thing we want to do is basically create an API so that we can access this data in Google Sheets. Now, the easiest way to do this by a long way is using this tool here. It's called sheety.co. And what we can do here is essentially create a new project, Google Sheet. All we've got to do, don't worry about kind of permissions or sharing. We literally can copy this link and we can go ahead and paste it into here. And we can create the project. And for sheet 1, which is the correct sheet, make sure we got the correct sheet selected. And we go ahead and copy this API endpoint. So that makes that super, super simple. And then the next thing we can do is go ahead and fill out this questionnaire on the dashboard template document. So that's our Sheety endpoint. Sheet name is just sheet 1. Main metric, so data source is Google Ads. Main metric fields and time period I want is last 30 days. Let's ignore main metric fields for this dashboard in particular. If that applies to you, then go ahead and write it. Most important KPIs, we'll just write impressions, CTR, clicks, spend, I'm not bothered about those two. They're the most important four. And then I can give this prompt to Claude. So go here, fill out this prompt template based on my question there. And something to just double check actually while I remember is let's actually copy this API endpoint and just paste it into Chrome. And yeah, you can see all that data is formatted in JSON correctly. If it's saying 404 error, we might have something slightly wrong with it. You might have to redo it, but that looks fine, so we can continue. Okay, let's give this prompt to Lovable and see what it comes up with. Okay, so we have got an error, but we can sort that out by doing this. Let's go ahead and open it in a Chrome tab. We're going to go inspect, and we're going to have a look at what comes up in the console. Error fetching Google Ads data, invalid API response formats. Okay, so the first thing to do would be go through to Lovable, and we want to go to their chat mode and ask, why are we seeing this error when trying to load the dashboard? Okay, so we are 2 prompts in and we have created the dashboard. Now, to me, this looks good. This is our data. You can see we can go ahead, alter the time range. This is all pulling through the correct data. I'll go ahead and export it. I can filter by different campaigns. All the data we looked for in terms of KPIs is being displayed. So that's a win for me. See, this is how simple it is. And now we can just build out from this. Like now we could connect TikTok, LinkedIn. We could do, 4 different Google Ads account. There are so many opportunities to build out from here. And I'd even say this is easier than something like Looker Studio or Databox in some respects. And it can be completely customized. It's way cheaper than Databox if you're using Windsor and this. So that's the kind of outline. I'll also include in that document loads of other prompts if you want to add new sections, different filters, so you can literally copy and paste your way into dashboards. So there we go. That is the 2 prompt dashboard. And go and play around, make it more advanced, change the KPIs, and enjoy. Remember to join the school community where we post all sorts of these videos, kind of building through internal tools, SaaS products. We're always giving you the prompts so you can do super easy and super seamlessly. Link in the description. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.